Josh.
Emma.
Hi.
Perfect. Emma and Sai. Now, can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like to grow up with Garrett as a brother?
Yeah, it's just different from any of my new friends or people I go to school with, and just people that I know with other siblings. And it's not exactly challenging, but just you have to be able to just be flexible and understanding more than any other time.
You just learn to kind of grow around, and you just adjust to his little quirks and his schedule.
Perfect. And what would it mean to you guys as his siblings to get to see Garrett have a little more freedom if he got a dog?
I think it'd be a cool opportunity, and just to see how it changes or helps out in any way that it can.
Well, tell me a little bit about your story about getting approved for a dog and now looking for the funding.
So we've actually known about this organization for a while. Garrett was diagnosed at 17 months old, so I did a lot of research over the years, and one of the things that came up was agencies for service animals, but I have kids that are pretty close in age, as you can tell, so it was a little overwhelming to think of one more thing. I just couldn't wrap my brain around it, and we were really fortunate to actually meet a family a couple years ago who had a son who has a service animal, and the mom actually lives in Anchorage. Her name is Peg, and she's a trainer for this wonderful organization, For Paws for Ability. So we were able to talk with her and kind of get a real-life glimpse of what this looks like. And it's just kind of been percolating in the back of my brain. This is an opportunity that we wanted to do, we just didn't know when, and it kind of felt like the right time. My kids are getting older, Sai's a junior, and he'll be graduating next year, and I thought that change was going to be very difficult for Garrett, and I wanted to be as proactive as possible. So we started the application process. It's very lengthy. They want to know a lot. They want to know about our family, about how Garrett interacts with other animals, his therapies, all sorts of information. We sent that off, and then we had a phone interview, and at the end of the phone interview, they accepted us into the program, and then the hard work starts. You have to fundraise, which is very daunting. It's technically $40,000, especially training these animals, but that's a lot of money for any one family to come up with, so they asked for $17,000. That's still a lot of money, but it's more manageable for families to be able to come up with, hopefully, is the thought.
And how have you guys been going about fundraising so far?
We've been really lucky. We've had a lot of wonderful people in the community who have come together. A really good friend of ours, Jelani Miller, had a raffle at an event this weekend, and she raised $933 for us. That was really exciting. Another organization, or I should say company here in Soldotna, Susan's Bath and Body. She actually has these cute little puppies that Garrett has here, and she's selling these for $10 for the month of December, and you can add more if you'd like at her store, so people can pick those up. We have an online LuLaRoe party starting this weekend that people can participate. And then Garrett loves to make art. That's kind of his happy time. So we're selling some of his beloved art to share with everybody else. We've sold about half of his art so far, so we still have quite a few pieces left that we're trying to sell. So far, that's what we have. And then we're going to take the holidays off because it's his favorite time of year. He likes to do anything Christmas, and then after the first of the year, we'll come back and hopefully come up with some new fun ideas to fundraise as well, because it's a lot of money to come up with. It's daunting to figure out how we're going to do this. So it's kind of just piece by piece that we continue along.
Have you guys considered a GoFundMe page? Do you have one?
So one of the things that For Paws for Ability is really specific on how they want their money, which is actually kind of wonderful. They lay everything out for you. They only have 2 online sites that they approve of, And we have one site, it's First Giving. So if people go to the First Giving site and they type in Garrett Updike, his information pops up and you can give on that website. Or you can go directly through Four Paws and send either a check or you can do credit card through them as well.
Perfect. Would you mind, after this, sending all that to me in an email so I can be sure to link that out?
Do that for sure, yes.
Tell me, how is it different for you guys having to do all this from Soldotna versus Anchorage, where most of the care is? Does it make it more difficult? Have you found a system there?
So far, it's really been, we're pretty fortunate, although Savannah is a lot smaller than Anchorage. Everybody who knows our family and actually knows or loves Garrett has been really great so far, either buying his art or coming to the raffle. But it also is a smaller pool, so whereas Anchorage, you would have more events to draw from, we don't necessarily have that going on here, and we don't have the news, down here in the same capacity. So it's just getting word of mouth, Facebook, and seeing people and talking about it, and trying to open that door of communication for people.
A lot of people outside of Alaska don't necessarily understand Alaska. What would you like to say if people in the lower 48 watch this? What would you guys as a family like to say on why Garrett particularly needs this funding and this dog more because he lives in remote Alaska versus, someone who lives in a city?
I think one of the really big things that I'm excited for about this animal is that it's trained for tracking. Our state is very big. It's large. We have a lot of open spaces and we have a lot of open bodies of water. And he, like many kiddos on the spectrum, likes to wander or bolt away. And so it's terrifying as a parent to know that one minute he'll be where you expect him to be and the next minute you turn around and he's not. And you have so much area to have to go through to think of. Like, we have quite a bit of acreage near our house, and if he were to wander off, what would happen? Our temperature is quite extreme depending on the time of year. It gets dark really quickly in the winter time. He's a kid that walks out in the middle of winter with no boots on, no snow pants. So he wouldn't last very long in the elements. So I think it's something for us that would be a peace of mind, that we would know that at any time I can find him at any area, whether it be we go to Anchorage or we go, fishing in Homer or wherever. This animal is able to track him and be able to be tethered to him to keep him calm so that he's able to handle more situations. Because let's be honest, in Alaska we do a lot of different things. We go four-wheeling, we go fishing, we go camping on the beach. We do a lot of different type of things all in the course of 1 week. So we could head to Anchorage one day and tomorrow be in Fairbanks for whatever. So it's nice to know that we would have something that could help us in any terrain in any area.
And Garrett, what would you be most excited about getting a dog?
Yes.
Are you excited to get a dog?
Yes.
Yes? Is it going to be a big dog or a little dog?
Dog.
He gets a big dog.
Big dog.
A big dog. And will he snuggle with you?
Yes.
And go on walks with you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you happy or sad?
Happy.
Happy. Can you show your happy face?
Perfect. And is there anything else you guys want to tell me about what it would mean to your family and the impact it would make to get this dog, and really why you want people to see this and help with the funding?
I think the biggest thing is that we want to help him open doors, not close doors. And it's really hard when you have someone who has a disability in your family. A lot of doors just automatically close. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. So this is a way for those doors to be opened and for him to continue growing, which is really exciting, especially as he gets older, and how those opportunities change. My other two have a lot of opportunities and they're excited to do things, and for him it's very limited. So this is a way for him to continue that growth and that independence. Because he's like any other kid in that he wants to be independent, but he's not able to do it the same as his siblings. So this is something that's just for him, to give him that opportunity to continue through that process. I think it will be kind of corny, but life-changing in a lot of ways, to continue his growth into adulthood. So we're really excited about the opportunity. We think it'll be really special.
Perfect. And is there anything I haven't asked you guys that you think the people need to know about, anything in your lives?
You guys want to I think that's probably it. Those are the big pieces anyway.
That's perfect. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate you taking time to FaceTime me. And my last question is if you could email me those links, and then if you had any good family photos of Garrett that you felt like you could share and you'd be okay with us using, I would much appreciate that as well.
Is there any way you can tell us when it would be airing? And
This would be tomorrow on Fox Alaska at 9 and ABC Alaska at 10. And it'll go on our web tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yes.
I will, we will get home in just a little while. We're at my mom's house because that's better Wi-Fi. So as soon as we go home, I'll find how many pictures would you like?
As many as you want to send me.
Okay, we will do that. What do we say?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you guys.